Washington Commanders, and it's kind of ironic, I played in this NFC East division for almost 10 seasons with the Eagles, so kind of interesting matchup for me. Former team and one of my former players, and I'm talking about Jayden Daniels, and it kind of goes to show you that we say it's a quarterback-driven league, and when you get a guy like this, you sit there and you just smile if you're ownership, obviously, and if you're the head coach in this organization, how a guy of his ilk has come in and taken a team basically that's won 4 games last year, and now they're in the championship game.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. And what even more crazy is that there's no rookie ever been in the Super Bowl and won it.
Nope.
So I mean that's Jayden. It's not going. This championship game won't be too big for him.
Now I know, Coach. You have to be neutral, being an analyst on big network.
I win either way.
Yeah, I was going to say, are you pulling for Jayden to play well, but the Eagles to win? How's that working?
Oh no, I want both teams to play well. I talk to Jayden. I text him. Once a week, every other couple of days we talk. So it's just fun to watch his growth and what he's done and the excitement of Washington football. And they're the Commanders. I get it, politically correct, but they were the Redskins when I played. So that's how far I go back. And I know the enthusiasm of this fan base, as well as the enthusiasm in Philadelphia. When you think about it, how the season really started and ended, the best conference was supposed to be the NFC North.
And they were all eliminated.
Teams,
yep.
Right, they're all gone. Right, and now it's the NFC East. And the fun part of it all, if you're Washington, you got a quarterback for the next decade. Like, hey, okay, we got our guy. And so I think it's going to be an outstanding football game. And Jayden split with him. But Hurst didn't play that week, and I think it's going to be interesting in the sense that both these teams have gotten there due to the fact that you got to win, and you got to win in the tournament. And I think Washington is the hot team right now. They're the unexpected team, and as soon as you think something, everybody thought they was going to Detroit and going, well, this been a nice little season for them. And yeah, well, you turn the ball over 5 times, you ain't winning. Now, they did it during the season, Detroit, against Texas. But when you play against a team like this and you turn it over 5 times, you're going to lose. And if you look through this whole playoff scenario, most of the teams that have been eliminated have turned the ball over.
Right.
Yep.
And you can't do that and play like this because you're getting the best teams. And when you turn the ball over, I always told teams, when I was coaching and playing, you give the ball to the opponent by kicking it. And if you kick it to them, the 4 times you have to kick it, scenarios where you kick it, 3 times you actually score. So the only one you don't score is when you punt it. But the other ones you actually score. So if you just kick it to the opponent and don't give it to him, you got a chance. So, this game, who knows how it's going to go. You got number 1 defense in Philadelphia. I do know this. They better block Carter.
Right.
They better block him because he's been a handful. All of a sudden, this is why he was a first-round pick. And then if you're the Eagles, you got to sit there and go, okay, we got to make Jayden beat us from the pocket. We can't allow him to extend the plays because that's where the problem lies, And then McLaren, you better figure out at the end he's going to find him.
He's going to get him. Yep.
You got to do that. And if you're in Washington, you got to deal with the guy. He's just got to get the ball to. It's number 26. Just turn around and give it to him.
Coach, I want to rewind. Coach, I want to rewind with you a little bit, okay? Because you're at Arizona State. You coach him. He starts as a true freshman for you, which is amazing. But I even want to go back further. When's the first time you saw him when you were recruiting him, and what did you see?
High school. He's a high school, athlete, and
San Bernardino, right? San Bernardino.
Yes, his athleticism, and I told him when he was young. I said, you're gonna get compared to a lot of guys. I said, you really are who you really look like playing football? Randall Cunningham.
Wow,
that's what he looks like. Randall was about an inch taller. Weighed probably, maybe 10 more pounds. But same attributes that Randall had. And I think the thing about him, he plays with a calmness. There's a calmness that he has in big moments. And this is what's really unique. And he did it when he was a freshman as well in college. He doesn't turn the ball over.
Right.
He don't throw it to the bad guys. He stays away from throwing it to the bad guys. And that's just it. I mean, he has that trait of not doing that. So it's been fun to watch him. It's just play the game of football and watch him grow and mature, obviously.